A hospital cleaner who was dismissed after taking more than 400 sick days over 4 years has been awarded nearly £50,000 in compensation after an employment tribunal ruled that her dismissal was unfair and that her employer failed to make reasonable adjustments for her disability. Zoe Kitching, who worked for the University Hospitals of Morecambe Bay NHS Foundation Trust as a cleaner in the Lancaster Suite, a unit providing general inpatient medical care, had a significant absence record between September 2018 and June 2023. During this period, she was absent for 406 days across 29 separate occasions, amounting to an absence rate of approximately 25%. The majority of these absences, 85%, were linked to a mental health-related disability, while the remainder were due to general illnesses. The tribunal held in Manchester heard that Ms. Kitching's disability had been documented in 2 occupational health reports, one from August 2019 and another from September 2020, both of which confirmed she met the definition of disability under the Equality Act 2010. However, a third report in January 2021 controversially concluded that she did not qualify as disabled under the same legislation. This inconsistency played a significant role in the handling of her case. Despite her documented mental health struggles, including a diagnosis of bipolar disorder disclosed to her supervisor, Ruth Bradburn, in 2019, the Trust failed to recognise her condition as a disability or implement appropriate accommodations. Throughout her employment, Ms. Kitching's absences were managed under the Trust's absence policy rather than its disability leave or retention policies. In February 2023, she attended an extended absence meeting where she was issued a final letter of concern and set improvement targets. These included a short-term goal of 0 sickness absences for 3 months, with an exception for 1 anxiety-related episode not exceeding 5 days, and a long-term goal of remaining within the Trust's absence triggers for 9 months. Despite these targets, Ms. Kitching took 10 days of sick leave between April and June 2023 due to a chest infection and anxiety, leading to her dismissal on June 27, 2023. The decision to dismiss her was made by Divisional Facilities Manager David Passant, who stated that he did not consider Ms. Kitching to have a disability under the Equality Act 2010, relying on the January 2021 Occupational Health Report. He also failed to explore alternatives to dismissal, such as managing her under the retention policy. Following her dismissal, Ms. Kitching was allowed to continue working as bank staff until August 15, 2023, during which she had no notable absences. However, she felt her mental health disability had been disregarded and described feeling as though she didn't belong anymore, leading her to cease working in this capacity. The tribunal panel expressed strong criticism of the Trust's handling of the case. They were particularly unimpressed with Ruth Bradburn's explanation that accommodating Ms. Kitching's request for reduced hours in the Lancaster Suite would be a logistical nightmare. The panel noted that Ms. Bradburn had failed to recognise the claimant's disability despite clear evidence, including occupational health reports and sick notes consistently linking her absences to mental health issues. They also highlighted that Ms. Kitching could have been issued a health and well-being passport, which would have demonstrated the Trust's understanding of her condition and provided her with much-needed validation. In their ruling, the tribunal described the Trust's denial of Ms. Kitching's disability as irrational and wrong, given the medical evidence available. They concluded that her dismissal was unfair and that the Trust had failed to make reasonable adjustments for her disability, awarding her £49,147 in damages. Alison Bulson, Chief People Officer at the Trust, responded to the ruling by stating, "We respect the findings of the tribunal and will look at what lessons can be learned. We want to apologise to Ms. Kitching for any distress caused." The case underscores the importance of properly recognising and accommodating disabilities in the workplace, particularly in high-stress environments like healthcare.